Managing Director for Simply Business Skills, which is a small employability skills training company. I'm also Professional Programs Manager for Coventry University, and they have a focus on employability. What does good employee support look like, and where is it happening? There's a theme coming out, not just from today's unemployment conference, but from many other conferences, where there is a great deal of individual employer support, which is very good, but it's fragmented. And the message coming back from many companies is that they would like to get involved, but they don't get involved either because they don't have the time to get involved, or because they don't know who to go to, which provider to seek help from, and how to get involved. When good employer support happens, it happens in a myriad of different ways. Royal Bank of Scotland, Barclays, Transport for London, a huge number of the construction companies, Waits. A lot of large companies are involved in supporting young people and going directly to the young people and offering them work experience, which could be anything around just introducing them to the business, telling them what the business is about and giving them more information. So that could be a number of hours to a 2-week internship, through to a year-long program. I think one of the biggest issues that employers are facing is because it's now no longer a requirement for schools to provide that space in the curriculum for 2-week work experience, it creates a massive difficulty for employers to know precisely how to engage, particularly the small to medium companies. We've got 4.8 million businesses in the UK. If every one of those businesses offered mentoring support or work experience, guidance or information about their business, it would help provide many solutions for young people who would have a much clearer idea of what business is really about. So what is good employee support and where is it happening? The good news is it is happening. The bad news is it's not happening widely enough. Good news, employers do want to get involved. I've just come from a panel discussion where one call to action was finding a way of developing a strategic partnership between employers and educators. So it's not happening in pods of areas, that it's happening across the board. One of the biggest issues for employers is their core business has to be based on economy. It has to be based on them making sufficient money in order to stay in business. So their core business is not to employ people. Their core business is to provide the goods and services that their customers require, for which they need to employ people. Educators, their core business is not to employ people, it's to educate. So somewhere we've got to find a way of pulling together the core business requirement for UK PLC to really develop employability such that young people get it and want it and are motivated to look for it, and employers are able to provide it. A potential solution is to remove the authority away from government, because governments keep changing and therefore policies keep changing. So one potential solution would be to intentionally put the authority to create those partnerships down to the trade bodies, the livery companies, those organisations that support industry through their membership bodies, because they're the end user. So perhaps give the authority to the end user and remove it from government.